Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, Geis, and from the Vestania Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man.
Doing well.
What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about the Espinosa 10 years anniversary. This cigar is a Toro 6x52. Comes out of the San Latano factory in Nicaragua, not Lizona. Wrappers Nicaraguan hybrid Habano, binder and filter both from Nicaragua. Blended by Hector Alfonso. Price point is $13. Cigar was released in September of 2022. And we picked these cigars up from Corona Cigar Company. So if you are in the southern Florida area and near one of the locations, be sure to stop in for a cigar and a libation. But if you aren't, you can check out the website or give them a call and you can place an order and they will ship it to you. All right. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, take us through your overall experience with this
Can we
cigar.
get a photo of this?
Absolutely. We can get a photo of this.
It's a
The
10 year.
wrapper's so good.
Is the wrapper
Look
really
at
good
that.
on this?
Look at
I don't know if it's so good, but it's nice.
that.
I like
It's
Not so
smooth.
good.
Smooth.
it's a nice just classic Toro.
And you see that band?
Just the right
It's not
size.
ghost.
It's a good
You know,
band.
it's not too
It's a nice
big,
band.
not too fancy. It's just right.
You know what you're
Okay.
smoking. And you know
Okay.
what? You know how
turn.
long you've been smoking it. 10 years.
Okay.
10 years. They didn't have to put a second band on it to say, like, you know what? No, we're gonna go one.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Modesty.
I think all you do
Hey.
is you just take the crema out of it and you put 10 years in there and you just save yourself a ton of money, right? So
Look at that.
Exactly. But you know what? That's okay.
yeah, I guess
That's
it's
okay. You just get
Yeah,
you
hey,
can
you
change
get
the
the point
colors
across,
and
right?
change the font across. I mean, listen, you could
No.
just
Anyone
could-
can read that. They don't need to decode it. There's no weird, Skrillex font bullshit that, just it's easy to
okay. You
read.
guys actually want to talk about the flavor of the cigar, or are you just going to talk about the way it
we're
looks?
talking about this band. 10 years.
Okay. All right. So for me, flavors are good. Very familiar, Espinosa like kind of a blend. You get that off the bat pepper spice kick. It's got some nice beatiness to it. Um, woodsy cedar. But yeah, it tastes very much like a lot of the Espinosa, like especially like Habano kind of offerings that Hector blends, um, which is a good thing, and I really enjoy that. But so another thing is like while I thought it tasted good, I don't really know what's so special about the 10-year aspect of the cigar, right? At the same time, I'll say the price point is really nice for something that is a 10-year. So I feel a little conflicted with my I feel a little conflicted with my thoughts.
13 bucks.
It's $13.
$13.
Yeah, because I almost want to be like, hey, bro, add another $10, so I get $23. That was 10-year anniversary. Why the fuck not?
Then you're smoking Las Seis Provincias at that point.
Oh, that's true.
So.
I'd rather smoke this.
All right, Seth, what are your thoughts?
It's a good call on the 10-year comment. Like, does it qualify as a 10-year, anniversary cigar? But the price is great on it. So it's like, I guess
Yeah,
I
I
like
don't know.
it, but it's one of
It's
these.
like I gave a
what are
hug
we-
and then
what are we
immediately
s-
slapped the shit out of him.
Well, no, it's like, what are we celebrating? And it's like, oh, okay, yeah. It's kind of, I don't know. We'll get to, I'm sorry. It's just a really good summary, and I want to come back to that. Yeah, listen, barnyard, leather, white pepper, toasty, woody, dark chocolate, sweet spices. There's a sharp spice. Medium full strength and body, just kind of throughout. It was just good. Um, really good burn, really good draw. Yeah, I enjoyed, it's like 10 years. Look at us. Here we are. And it's just was fantastic. So I had a good experience. John?
Yeah, if you told me that Hector specifically took components out of all the cigars they've blended over the last 10 years, I'd probably believe you because, like Jiunn said, you light it up and you're like, every part of this is just very Espinosa. You get the spice, you get the creaminess, you get the nutmeg, you get the wood, you get that intensity, you get the bread, and it's just like Seth said, it's just good. It's just good. And I mean, June's comment about what makes this special about a 10-year that does that does kind of make me think, like, what is it about this cigar that's different from some of the other blends? And I don't know that I could say, but it's $13 and I liked it. And the construction was great. And, the construction was 5 times better than cigars we've smoked that are 3 times the price. So I don't know, man. It's, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'd love to smoke more of these. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar and a pretty full black pepper. Got some earth that joined in pretty quickly. Second third saw the toasted cedar morph to lightly charred towards the end, and then the final third saw full char come in along with some bitterness. I thought the cigar had a pretty basic profile, kind of focused around that toasted cedar, black pepper, and earth. Kind of deteriorated as it went along as the toast level increased into that light char and then heavy char with the bitterness. Um, for an anniversary cigar, I don't think it highlighted what the brand has done best over the last 10 years. It was a really heavy profile that was singularly focused. Not something I see myself returning to. I know these three guys here loved it. It just completely opposite for me. I'm not on board with the San Latano AJ Fernandez factory blends. I can't back any of them really. I don't think so. Just not a fan. All right, let's get to the scores. Start at the top with Jiunn at 6.82. John gave it a 6.72. Seth gave it a 6.57. I gave it a 5.3. So Jiunn had that 6.82 matchup for you.
Yeah, pretty good. It's um I would smoke more of these in a heartbeat, Take my money. $13 here, $13 there, no problem.
All right, John, 6.72.
Yeah, listen, if this is, the template for what limited edition cigars should be, I think we'd be in a better place because we've smoked so many limited edition cigars that were so disappointing for so much more money. It's just good. It's just good. And I think I did actually dock it slightly for the burn because I'm a bit of a dick that way. I did have to do a touch up, but otherwise, I think my score would match June's exactly.
All right, Seth, 6.57.
Listen, it was. What are we celebrating? I don't know, but I'm enjoying it. So it's just, yeah, it was it was really a good stick. Nothing really special about it, but it was enjoyable. So I guess we just have to, you have to kind of be like, hey, way to give it everything you got for, 10 years. But like, I don't know, we make fun of them, but it's a good cigar. It's, fucking listen, no one said anything when Jose did his little 65-year thing, and it's just like, what are we celebrating 65 years for?
Right.
So yeah.
My 5.3 matches up well. It was below average flavor profile. Had a really good construction, but still doesn't make it to that 5.5 mark. So pass for me. Final thoughts from you guys.
It, it's a good stick. Just leave it be, just have it be a limited edition. Even though this is probably something that they could make regular production, I just have a feeling like they could probably produce these things, but it's just a solid Toro and it's a good price. Like, I don't know. There's
If
nothing
they
I have a question for you. Oh, sorry, John. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, so for you guys, if a cigar came out and had like a numerical anniversary, name to it, what 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 would satisfy and what's fitting for you? Like, what should it be to make
actually,
it make sense?
you know what
You know
though?
what I mean?
I guess I'll say this, the industry has changed a lot over 10 years. And in some ways, this is like celebrating a 10-year anniversary, but it's not over the top like the current industry is. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, if someone makes it 2 years, there's clowns and giraffes at PCA, and there's fucking, maybe even Nick Perdomo's on a trailer playing his drum set for you, even though it has nothing to do with fucking Perdomo. But like 10 years ago, if you release it in a 10-year anniversary cigar, I think this is just kind of like, we just want to make a good stick, and we make a little 10-year anniversary thing about it, and there's not a lot of show to it. So maybe it's just kind of maybe it's a nod to the past without meaning that. I think we're giving them way too much credit for that, but they should roll with that. I mean, that's the best thing I can think of.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
I
think,
think I
Jiunn?
think if they decided to make this an annual release, and then kind of like what Hoy is doing with the Quattro Cinco, and just change up the format, change up the profile. Next year make it a
They should just make it
Lonsdale
11
or
years.
whatever.
No,
Yeah.
they should just do the
No,
same thing
seriously.
and just be
Yeah, yeah.
Espinosa 11 years.
Yes,
Then Espinosa 12
for real.
years.
Well, that's
Yes.
what Matt.
I mean,
That's
what
what
the
Matt
fuck?
Booth's
Why not?
That's what Matt Booth's doing.
Yeah.
He did the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, right?
Just
not?
why not? Keep counting. I mean,
Mm.
remember when Padron was doing it and it was like 40, 41,
Right.
42, 43, 85,
And how much were they
44. And you're
charging
like,
for
wait,
those?
what the fuck are we doing again? So, yeah, I mean, it's just,
So I found
I
it
don't
interesting. They also came out with the Lazona 10-year.
That was a
And
little confusing.
I
for
haven't
me.
smoked that one yet. I do want to smoke it because I want to get a feel for it. Because I assume I would enjoy it more.
I should
Um,
know.
Now with it?
Why did I not know this? Now
But
that I know this, I'm
I
like,
just thought it was
that was
weird
bad.
that they, you have a 10-year for your company, but you're not going to make that out of the factory that you made that's made for 8 of your
Yeah.
or 7 of your years, right? So I don't know. And I know I harp on this all the time. I know there's probably hit out on me by AJ at this point, but I just can't. I just very rarely is there something that comes out of AJ's factories that I feel like, okay, this is good. It just, I don't know. I feel like it just the
There's
cigars
nothing wrong
the
with this.
cigars never get far enough away from the pool that they crawl out of, right? So I don't know. So there's some weird DNA to everything that comes out of there that I can't dodge.
I didn't know that they're doing a Lazona 10-year.
Yeah.
Now that you're doing, I'm like, oh
yeah,
God,
one being a celebration of the factory, but
yeah, but like, really, why? Like,
I don't know.
I don't get it.
That does seem
confused.
odd to me.
It's
I mean, I'll smoke it, and I'm sure I'll like it, but I
will
don't
we though?
understand it. Oh
What
yeah,
if we
I'm sure I
don't?
will. I'm trying to remember the last time something came out of the actual Lazona factory that even the wasabi out of the Lazona factory. I'm like, you know what? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
You did. So do you guys believe in like numerical anniversary cigars?
Sure,
Like, you
why
guys
not?
don't seem like you
I
guys
mean,
are really.
Hell yeah.
Whether I believe
As long
them
as
or
it
not,
doesn't
they're
suck.
real.
What should
man.
what should
They're
it be
weird.
though? Like if you redid this 10-year anniversary, how else would you make it different and then still be satisfied as a 10-year cigar? Well, like what would you change about it? I'm trying to think for that. Like I don't like how this came out, but I'm thinking about okay, well, what would I change about it? I'm not really sure, right? I don't know.
I'm
But you
kind
know
of
what I
happy
thought
with
about?
the secondary band. So,
You guys, what I thought about is, did you guys ever smoke that Don Pepin 10-year anniversary
yeah.
stick that he came out
Yeah.
with? Like it came out the little individual coffins.
Yep.
I remember getting that, and I'm thinking, man, these are nice coffins. The band has that Pepin blue DNA, but the actual cigar smoked so much more like balanced and like quote unquote smoother. And I was like, this is worth me getting a box. And then I come to something like this where I say, this is a good cigar. This is Espinosa. But somehow I'm offended that you're charging me only $13 and you don't have a fancy band or some shit. And most of the time that's what we like cloud on. I don't know. I'm being
No, I mean, look, if
contradictory.
it's a good cigar, that's all you need, right? So if you don't put a bunch of fanfare behind it, it's not a big deal. But you guys, 3 of you guys liked it. So if it's a good cigar, then why not? And if you can put it out at this price point, go for it.
Mhm.
So
I liked it. Go buy it, guys. Bull Shark
look,
approved.
I'd be much more disappointed if it was a $25 cigar and I gave it the score. So
yeah.
I'm just
yeah.
disappointed that they have a Lazona 10-year, and like I should have known better, but like now that I know, and like Aaron drops it down podcast, it really
gotta
Taking all your
smoke
fun
off.
out of it.
No, it just really like that's just fucking stupid. Like, why did I score the cigar so high? If I had
It's
known
out,
there was
right?
it's done.
Yeah,
now, but
it's been out. I don't. It's hard. I can't find it anywhere that I can really grab it from.
good.
So.
We're not.
Have you
fucking
have you tried
no.
Cigar Hustler? Do you think Hustler carries it?
I don't know if Hustler has it or not. I'll have to check around.
Don't send it to
May-
me.
maybe they'll
Don't
honor
send
the
it.
DP
Listen,
No, we can't review.
Espinosa,
It's past the
don't
time
send
frame.
it.
last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't care.
they
Don't
came
send
out
it
at the
to
same
us.
time
You
around
don't
the
want
same
me to
time.
review it.
So
You don't want
I'll
me to
review
review
it.
it. I don't.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
all right,
crazy.
I think
All
we.
right.
I think
Let's honor
know,
a factory
I don't.
for 10
I know
years,
I'm gonna get the
but
death
we're
stare
also
from
going to
Hector.
honor our company for 10 years.
Yeah.
But would we make it at our factory? Oh God, no. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Why would we make our 10-year cigar at our factory? That's why we have this cigar, which is honoring our factory for 10 years. Because
Yeah.
why make one good one when let's just make two things?
Hey AJ, will you make my 10-year anniversary cigar? Even though anyways, okay.
All
Moving
right.
on.
Wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, or unsubscribe if you don't like what we were just saying. But read the full written review at the website developmentpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recasts on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Stay good.